Hi, 1st of June 2018 at 1 p.m. I occasionally like to do a video aimed at guys who are doing it a bit tough. Okay, older guys who have been through the mill or who are currently going through the mill and are pretty down. They're losing their family or leaving their family and their homes and their life that they knew that they'd built up. I know the same thing happened to me. It's devastating. It's very, very difficult. There's no support for us. The best you can get is, a course of antidepressants, and that's about it. That'll do you because you're men. You should be able to handle it. Yeah, I think that psyche will change in time, and people will look back at these times and think how crazy they are. But unfortunately, we're in them. Okay, so we're living through it. So what we have to do is try and uh, do things and move ahead and turn to one another actually for support. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So, this is sort of, I'm sorry if it bores other guys, but this is more for guys that are currently going through hell, okay? Um, just a few things that thoughts that I've had that might help, things that are happening to me, okay, at a personal level that just may give you a slightly different twist on it, if you know what I mean. Um, I've found that appreciating, rather than focusing on what you've lost, focus on what you've got. I know that sounds, it's a bit corny. Like I don't have a car, for example, and it doesn't really bother me, believe it or not. But I look at the fact I've got uh, push bikes. I live in a flat area, but I just think, how lucky am I to have a push bike? I know that sounds silly, but I think, well, yeah, I've got, it's flat. I'm healthy. I can, I've still got my legs. I've got my health. I can get to town. I'm a few kilometres out of town in 20 minutes or so. Not a problem. I mean, obviously, I don't go in the rain, but I just leave it for a day or so until the rain passes. It doesn't rain all the time here, so, and I just think, how good are these push bikes? Yeah, you just hop on them. I mean, and I've had, sometimes I've had to walk it. Oh, then you notice it, particularly if you're carrying a heavy load. But I've got an old milk crate on the back of mine, plus a bar. I can carry a lot of stuff effortlessly. And look, it's a silly little thing, but I look at it and I think, yeah, at least I've got that. At least I've got mobility. At least I can, get in and out. I can buy. I'm not having to get a taxi or anything else. And on top of that, so that's the thing I look at and I think, yeah, I'm not sort of consumed by so much pride that I'm too proud to get on a push bike. I don't care. So I think, yeah, I'm lucky I've got that within me. Yep, I can do that. Yeah, that just doesn't bother me. So that, it's, there are other things as well. I think, I'm living very, very cheaply, much cheaper than I ever used to. So I'm able to save money and buy little bits and pieces of stuff, of equipment, hopefully, and work myself out of this mess. Yes, I could probably go and get a job, but I don't want to. I'm afraid I really don't want to be with the people. It's that simple. It's just I don't want to be with them after what's happened to me. I just don't want to know them. So no, I'll do it this way. Uh, yeah. So and then there's little. I even like doing this channel. I'm still going. I'm up here. I'm doing it. Yep. Look, it's something. It's better than I could be just in obscurity, just drinking myself to death, but I'm not. I'm here sober. Chatting to a whole bunch of people. All over the world. It's something. It's a sort of a small baby step forward, if you like. Coach Eli asked me to do an interview with him, yeah, but I said, no, I've had enough. And I mean, I can't. He's asked me before, I just can't get my head around it. I don't want to do it. I just don't want the pressure. Like this, I just talk about whatever I want to do, and that sort of thing. I just don't want to do it. I really, to me, this is just where I relax, and just chat about whatever. I think that's the situation. I'm not here to get views or anything else like that. It's a way for me to chat, get some thoughts out, share them with some people who want to share them. Don't want the pressure. I've got enough pressure in my life without without that. Yeah, so I finally I've hit some kind of a wall. Like half the people in my town where I live don't have a computer. They don't know how to turn one on. I told Eli that the other day. I said, no, I hit the wall. I can't. I just don't want to get through it. That's it. I've gone as far as I can go as far with YouTube. Yeah. So, but that's getting off the point, I guess. But another thing that, oh, after a while, after a long time, you start doing things that you enjoyed in your life. Oh, I don't know. Like, look, when I was a kid, I lived in a country town. I used to have had friends in the city, and in those days, we had the public phone box with the A and B button. I don't know whether old guys remember, and I don't know how I found out, but apparently there's if you pull the bottom one out, the front panel out a bit, you can get a paddle pop stick or an icy pole stick, and click the button like you're putting coins into it. Yeah. So I don't know how I learned to do that, but it fascinated me. So I could speak for hours on the phone to Sydney, which is 300 miles away. Would have cost a fortune in those days if I'd used coins. But yeah, just sit there and chat. I really don't know how I learned about it, but it got in my bloodstream. Okay, and I still love doing it today. In fact, I'm not not putting paddle pop sticks in. We don't have those phones anymore. But I found I'm trying to help my Filipino friends out, and try and improve their Wi-Fi because their reception's really low, and there are all sorts of things you can do to improve the signal strength of pocket Wi-Fi. That's where the problem is. And I was researching it, just by going through YouTube vids, and I found some vids that they show you how you can get free internet on pocket Wi-Fi using duct tape, and I thought, yeah, gee, that'd be good for the girls, and I thought, yeah, I could show them that, and they could do the duct tape thing, and that way you don't have to buy a load. Now, this is where a dual thing came in. It was like, it's the same as putting the paddle pop stick in the phone, right? But the other thing that happens with me is that I was doing that. I'm thinking about all those ideas for them because I'd like to see them get out of their hovel and move into something like that just to be stupid, okay? Because that's $25,000. It's not an expensive house. Yeah, but they're living on a hovel that's worth $1,500. Okay. And I was just thinking, it can't be that difficult to do. So, I'm thinking of all those little ideas. I mean, even if they just saved the Wi-Fi load alone, that could almost pay the rent on that place. And so, but what happens with me, and this is an odd thing, is when I'm telling somebody else what they should do, it's actually, I'm sort of end up doing it myself. Yeah, because when I'm telling them about the Wi-Fi and how to boost it, then you can get cheap Wi-Fi, and tick 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 tick. I thought, why wouldn't I do that for myself? Why wouldn't I try it myself? Get it here. I mean, okay, so I end up, $50 Wi-Fi unit. Get some $3 duct tape, and fix it up. If it doesn't work, well, I've got a Wi-Fi unit, okay, that I don't really need right now. But I mean, yeah. And I thought otherwise, and that way it just cuts out my monthly internet bill. I thought, that's okay. Oh, and then I started thinking, well, if I'd save then I could probably move into something better. Oh, see how it works, So, but this is what I used to do, back in happier times. This was the sort of way I thought. Now that's returning. All right. So what I'm trying to drive at is, when you're going through just everything is so bad. Eventually, the cloud moves, okay, and you start going back to those things from different parts of your life, and you start putting them together, and to improve your life, to bring happiness back. Basically, I don't know whether they improve your life, but they're the things that give you a bit of delight or bring a little happiness to you. Okay, and Yeah, it's an unusual thing that I found happen, in telling somebody else what to do. Yeah, maybe I'm telling myself what I should do. And that's something I used to do often. But, the whole idea of just, getting up and I don't know, just, but we're clobbered, we're steamrolled, we're buried. Friends, that used to know you won't talk, don't want to know you anymore. People just, you're down. Okay, so and this is what I guess I looked at the girls in the fields. I thought, yeah, you're living in, you would be considered down the bottom of society. Yeah, why don't you get up? And do it in a. You don't have to do it through prostitution. No, you can just do it in other ways. And I'm trying to do that. And I thought, well, if I'm doing that for them, why don't I do it for myself? But I suppose in the process, I am doing it for myself. Whether or not they do it, it's up to them. It's their choice. If they want to continue living in a hovel, go right ahead. Enjoy it. Okay? I don't want to, I want to get up, and I want to also be a bit of an example to others. Okay? That's really, I somehow I'm starting to feel I have to. It's sort of a role. I think some people, not everybody, but some people are looking to me. They want to see me get up, so they know that they can get up. So I guess I've also got that responsibility, more pressure. Maybe they've been talking to Coach Eli. Maybe Coach Eli types to all of my commenters, kind of pressure him. I want to do an interview. I want to see what he's like under pressure. But look, that's just a couple of things. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, it starts, the things that make you happy or made you happy come back to you. It's just it will come out. What's inside you will come out again. Right now, your life's miserable. It's after separation and whatever, that particular those first few years, it's awful. Your face feels all puffed, and you lose your confidence and the whole thing. But look, it's just soldier on, just keep going. But that's what actually happens to me. Yeah, things that I like doing and always like doing are starting to return to me. Yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah, I think I might buy that Wi-Fi. $55 or something. Yeah, and you cover it. You put duct tape in the battery compartment, over the battery, over the whole thing. Yeah, and you don't pay for the. I think that's my understanding of it. Yeah, but it's just duct tape. Well, I learned it from a guy who was African. I could hardly understand it. Then I found others do the same trick. But it's a good one. Anyway, I shall talk to you later. Bye.